Basic Appraisal Principles, page 436. Unit 6. Economic Principles and their influence on the real estate market. Fluctuate between the months with colder temperatures and those with more moderate temperatures. When conducting market analysis, such as absorption rates, appraisers should carefully select the period to be analyzed in consideration of seasonal anomalies. For example, today is October 1st. The appraiser wants to calculate the absorption rate and has chosen to evaluate closed sales over the previous 6 months, April through September. The data revealed 369 sales over the period of 6 months for an absorption rate of 61.5 sales per month. Here's the formula. You take the 369 closed sales, you divide it by the 6 months, that equals your 61.5 sales per month absorption rate. However, as revealed in the illustration, the property being appraised is located in a market with harsh winters, causing sales to diminish during the cold winter months and increase during the months with more moderate weather. So given the seasonal anomaly for this market, the appraiser's decision to only evaluate 6 months worth of sales might result in a misleading absorption rate. Consider if the appraiser had used the entire 12 months to evaluate the absorption rate. 568 closed sales divided by 12 months equals 47.3 sales per month absorption rate. Unit of measurement. Absorption rates can be calculated in many different units, such as by week, month, quarter, year, and so on. In the previous example, the absorption rate was stated as a monthly rate, but could also have been reported in quarters or weeks. 568 closed sales divided by 4 quarters equals 142 sales per quarter absorption rate, or 568 closed sales divided by 52 weeks equals 10.9 sales per week absorption rate. Typically, however, in residential appraisal analysis, the absorption rate is reported in months. So far, we've calculated absorption rates in straight numerical units, but they can also be represented as a percentage. The following example illustrates calculating absorption rates as a percentage. A 150 unit apartment complex leases 3 units per year. What is the absorption rate? Here's your solution. You take 150, you multiply it by some percentage, and then it shows X equals 3. 150 X equals 3. X equals 3 / 150. X equals 2% absorption rate. 2% of the apartments are leased on an annual basis. A condominium building containing 200 units sold out in 4 years. What is the absorption rate? Hint, it's not 2%. Solution. 200 divided by 4 equals 50 per year sold. 50 divided by 200 equals 25% absorption rate. Page 437. Reporting the absorption rate. The appraiser should report to the client the results of a market analysis in a manner that is not misleading. This information should also be retained in the appraiser's work files. The conclusions drawn by the appraiser because of the market analysis are often used as supportive evidence for the appraiser's valuation conclusion. When an appraiser completes an appraisal for a federally related transaction, the appraiser will likely need to provide the absorption rate on the market conditions addendum, commonly called the 1004MC, in the inventory analysis section, see figure 16.2. Months supply of inventory. After the absorption rate is calculated, it can be used in a subsequent calculation to determine how long it will take the current active listings to sell, referred to as the month's supply of inventory. The month's supply of inventory is a forward-looking measure of the supply and is used to estimate how long it will take the existing inventory to be sold. Calculate the month's supply of inventory. The first step is to identify the total number of active listings from the defined segmented market. This is generally accomplished through a query from the local MLS or using local market statistical reports. There are two ways to calculate the total number of active listings. The appraiser can choose to either use last month's total or take advantage for the previous 12 months. Using the average may provide a more accurate representation, accounting for seasonal anomalies. The next step in the process of calculating the month's supply of inventory is to divide the total number of active listings by the absorption rate. For example, formula for months supply of inventory: total number of active listings minus absorption rate equals months supply of inventory. There were 60 closed sales in the defined market area during the 12-month period being analyzed. At the time of the analysis, there were 35 active listings in the defined market area. Calculate the month's supply of inventory. 60 closed sales minus 12 months equals 5 sales per month absorption rate. 35 active listings minus 5, which was the absorption rate, equals 7 months supply of inventory. Formula 16.2. Fannie Mae 1004MC form inventory analysis. Shows the inventory analysis and then the prior 7 to 12 months, prior 4 to 6 months, current to 3 months. And then at the end, it's the overall trend. The top one was the total number of comparable sales settled. And then at the end, you can make an increasing, stable, or declining. The last 3 lines are the absorption rate for the total sales of months. The total number of comparable active listings is under that. And the last line is the months of housing supply total listings / absorption rate.